Welcome to Freedom's Fine Print, the podcast that breaks down the laws, policies, and hidden barriers that shape life after incarceration. Every week, we turn complicated systems into practical information you can actually use to rebuild your life, protect your rights, and move forward with confidence. I'm your host, Larenzo. Whether you're returning home, supporting someone you love, or working in reentry, thank you for being here. If this podcast has helped you, take a moment to follow the show, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs it. Every share helps this information reach another family. Now let's get into episode 7, Parenting Behind the Print. When you're inside, you count the days until you can see your kids again, see your family again. You imagine that first hug, that first dinner, and finally being dad or mom in person. For many, the moment you walk out the gate, you realize you aren't just fighting for your own stability, you're fighting a ticking clock. Now, in the child welfare system, there are hard deadlines. If your kids are in foster care, you often have a narrow window, sometimes as little as 6 to 12 months. To prove you can provide a stable home before the legal ties can be permanently severed. It's a race against time, but you can't rush trust. You've been away for years, and while you were frozen in time, they were growing up. I'm Larenzo, and today on Freedom's Fine Print, we're talking about the legal and emotional battle for family. We're breaking down the new 2026 laws designed to keep families together and how to rebuild trust when your kids have spent a lifetime waiting. Let's look at the fine print that's actually working in your favor this year. First, there's AB 896, which just went into effect. This law requires every county child welfare agency to create placement transition plans that are actually centered on the child's relationships. Now, the insight is, in the past, transitions between foster care and home were often abrupt and traumatic. Now, social workers are required to create a bridge that minimizes disruption. They have to consult with you and the child to ensure that moving home isn't just a physical shift, but an emotional one that actually sticks. And for those still navigating the court system, AB 651 now mandates that you have the right to be physically present or virtually attend dependency hearings for your child. You have a voice in that courtroom, and the law finally says the system can't decide your child's future while you're left in the dark. Even with the best laws, you can't legislate a relationship. Your kids might be happy to see you, but they might also be angry, scared, or even feel like you're a stranger. Reintegrating into their lives means relearning who they are, their favorite foods, their fears, and their dreams. Now, in June 2026, we're seeing a shift in how visitation is handled throughout AB 2434. This law prohibits facilities from denying visits based on generalized safety concerns. It recognizes that visitation is not a luxury. It is a fundamental right for the health of the family. Whether you're already out or still visiting from the inside, use these hours to listen more than you talk. Rebuild trust, or better yet, rebuilding trust isn't a one-time event. It's showing up every single time until the ghost of your absence starts to fade. Before we get into today's roadmap, I want to ask one favor. If this episode has given you hope or helped you better understand your rights, please follow Freedom's Fine Print on your favorite podcast platform. You can also support the show by sharing this episode with a parent, a family member, a social worker, or someone preparing to come home. Information is powerful, but only if people know where to find it. Now let's talk about what you can do starting today. If you're fighting for your kids today, here's your roadmap. 1. Demand your transition plan. Under AB 896, you have the right to be involved in the plan of your child's move back home. Work with your caseworker to make it a gradual, supportive process. 2. Know your deadlines. If your child is under 3, you may only have 6 months to meet the requirements of your reunification plan. If they're over 3, you usually have about 12 months. Don't waste a single day. 3. Sacramento resources. Reach out to Family Preparedness Act resource in Sacramento, which expand the definition of relative to include step-parents and close kin. They can give you more options for temporary care that keeps your kid out of the foster system. Freedom isn't just about walking out of a prison gate. It's about rebuilding relationships, restoring trust, and creating a future your family can believe in. If you're fighting to reunite with your children, don't give up. Every phone call, every visit, every court appearance, and every promise you keep is another brick in rebuilding that foundation. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. If you found value in today's episode, please follow Freedom's Fine Print, leave a 5-star review, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. It helps this message reach more families navigating the challenges of reentry. You can also find episode resources and help reentry information in the show notes. I'm Larenzo, and this has been Freedom's Fine Print. Until next time, keep learning your rights, keep moving forward, and remember, freedom comes with fine print, but you don't have to read it alone. Join us next episode for the ID crisis, breaking the cycle of no address, no ID, no job. Until then, keep mapping the way home.